History of John Cena. Yeah. Brazil's history, especially Brazil's modern history. Well, I say especially, it's because I know more about their modern history than their past. I know more about Brazil's foundation than I know about their actual history. I know that the Portuguese king of the time when it was founded kept spending was unpopular with his subjects because he was spending most of his time in Brazil because he liked Brazil more. And I also know that when Brazil gained independence, I believe it was because they essentially defected and became their own country from the king, and the prince was ruling it at the time, if I'm remembering it correctly. Dutch history is very cool. I see someone saying Dutch in the chat. I actually have a lot of Dutch fans, which I think is awesome. MDB, are we friends? See, that's a weird question to answer because everyone has a different definition of friends. I can't really, in good honesty, say yes just because I don't really know you that much. But at the same time, I can easily say we're friendly acquaintances because clearly we get along just fine. Even if we don't know each other that well, clearly we have no issue with each other, so yeah, we're plenty friendly. So draw the line of friends wherever you feel like drawing it. It's subjective, after all. Do you know Dutch history? Tiny bit. Tiny, tiny, tiny bit. I know they were taken over by France at some point, and they lost their super cool flag with the orange bit at the top. I know Willem van Orange and how much of a badass he was. I know that Willem van Orange spoke French, because I don't believe Dutch was a language at the time. And I know that there's a large difference between the Netherlands, which is the name of the country, and Holland, which is the name of a popular place in the country. Although Dutch Tourism Board, I believe, embraced the name Holland because, hey, what's it matter as long as people are talking about the country? Which, honestly, is kind of an intelligent approach to that. So, power to them for that one. Mah-Dry, are we friends? I'd say so. I know you pretty well. We talk a lot. I'd say we're friends. You just earned my Dutch respect, Andy. Is that a certain, like, brand of respect? Dutch brand respect? Look, can we all agree that the greatest thing with Dutch in the name is Dirty Dutch Mantel? AKA Zeb Coulter? Old pro wrestler and manager. He's at least as cool as Dutch history, as Dirty Dutch Mantel, because he's pretty fucking cool. MDB, here lies the name of the first king of Brazil, Pedro de... See, in Canada you don't learn Spanish or Portuguese, but you do learn French as a mandatory language. And Portuguese is a little bit like Spanish-French mixed together. And I have seen a lot of Spanish, and I, of course, learned French and forgot basically all of it. So, a lot of this looks like I might be able to pronounce it, and then I get foolhardy and fuck it all up. Pedro de scrolling now. Alcantara, Francisco Antonio, Joel, Carlos Xavier de Paula Miguel. Are you fucking with me? Gabriel, Rafael, Jaquam, Jose Gonzalez, Pascal, Capriano, Seraphim de Bargency Bourbon. Fuck. You better be fucking with me with that, because that is not a human name. You're not fucking with me? Did someone just become outlawed? Arrangement has been cancelled because the plaintiff didn't fucking show up. Yes. Oh my god, this court is incompetent.
For fame and honor.
That's the name of the fucking first king of Brazil. Jesus, Brazilian history was complicated from the beginning. That is the longest, most absurd name I've ever heard. That is insane. Did I get any of the words in that right? I know I got, like, Jose right. That's about it. Gonzalez. I can't roll my R's, actually. See, I never learned how to roll my R's, which makes me a failure of a Russian, because ethnically I am predominantly Russian, and they roll R's, so I'm a failure. I don't know if I can't roll my R's because I've never properly learned, or if I can't roll my R's because I actually had braces when I was a teenager, and so I have a retainer in the back of my teeth, like a permanent one, just like, it's not one like a removable one, it's a permanent metal bar in the back of my teeth. That takes up some tongue room, and I also have grooves in the back roof of my mouth because I had an overbite that was so bad that my teeth would rest in my gums and so they're misshapen. So I don't know if that actually if that prevents me from rolling my R's. I don't know. So I've never been able to roll R's, and I don't know if it's because I've not learned or not. He's not fucking with me? Jesus. Alright, do we finally have the money to smuggle alcohol yet? No. I think I need like 1,000. God, my guys have not been profitable today. Where are my pickpockets at? So far, I don't know why they keep bringing me into the court cases. Is it because I have Imperial fame? It must be because I have Imperial fame. So they keep bringing me in as a viable witness. Pablo Picasso's full name is also a fucking paragraph, apparently. Was that just a popular thing to do back then, having a name that is a paragraph? Like, I've got a difficult name, but I'm not an asshole about it who has a paragraph-long name. I probably should be assigning salacious services more, because I believe the money off that is actually really good. It's just a little bit more micromanagey. Ooh, I think Fatima's getting out early. Let me just ask something. So I'm just trying to figure out when I should end this stream. My fiance is coming over, and I just want to make sure that I'm ready to let her into the condo, because she doesn't have any keys. She's just coming by for a couple hours after work today to pick some stuff up and hang out a little bit. That's some nice skiing there. And she's going back home. If she's got enough energy after she comes back from work, we might do a vlog together or something, 'cause I don't think you guys have seen her in years. We just never get to do videos together, really. We're busy people. Mah-Dry, we're currently debating boobs. Currently, your thoughts? They're fine. I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to respond to that. Did I find what disease killed the first king of Brazil? It's probably something stupid. A lot of historical people died of stupid things. Like, the first emperor of China, I believe it was, Qin Shi Huang, I believe? The guy who commissioned the Wall of China. He died by drinking mercury. He thought it would make him immortal. Yes, the industrious protective leader in Civilization 4, for those of you who played Civ 4. That dude drank mercury and died from it. Gonorrhea. That's not too surprising, honestly. That would be a killer back then. Alright, come on, give me some money. I want to smuggle some alcohol. Yes! Had enough to buy some grog. So, what we do is we put that all in the sales stock there. It's only worth a base price of 1, which means you only sell for 1 gold each on the market, which is basically just to keep you from selling it on the market. In reality, though, when you sell it by serving it to the patrons of the bar, you actually get much more than that. And in fact, when they're doing the drinking contest, to become the drinking champion, they can use those special grogs, those special expensive ones, to give themselves, I believe they get an advantage for it. And of course, they pay more for it. Hey, remember when I introduced Jukes to the chat? Yep. Juke jokes. It's Jew jokes. Jukes. And to celebrate our first purchase of our illegal pirate alcohol, I'm going to have some Dak Daniels Gives You Cancer. I very, 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 very rarely ever drink, but Fatima brought this by, and I thought I'd have a little bit. because I liked it last time I had it. Although I know that because this is my first sip of the day, it's going to be like paint thinner. That wasn't like paint thinner. Okay. That was not nearly as rough as I remembered. I do like Jack Daniels. I've barely ever had any alcohols in my life, honestly.
Special offer in a counting house has expired.
That's water there. Yeah, that's water. Sorry, I was just seeing what that was a drop of on my mouse pad. It was alcohol. I was going to have to scrub that off. Dry confirmed for Beast. I also have some Swedish vodka in the fridge. We tried mixing it with some mixed berry juice. Tasted like crap. You're right, everything gives you cancer now. Cancer gives you cancer. Cancer is really cancerous, guys. But it feels warm in my chest. I lost money from bribery. Oh, it counts buying illegal booze as bribery. Okay. Lost money from advanced bonuses. I don't know what it would consider an advanced bonus. Probably a hiring bonus. And you can only smuggle once every 8 game hours, which is honestly pretty often, if you have money. I've barely ever drank, honestly. And it's not because, like, I'm afraid of drinking or anything. Like, yeah, my dad was an alcoholic. And I feel like I've learned from that. Like, you know, I can see how bad it goes, so I know basically not to get like that. I don't really drink to get drunk. I just enjoy trying new foods and new drinks. And alcohol is something I haven't tried much of in my life. Like, I had a Corona the other day, and it was just kind of okay. I thought it was alright. I haven't really had many beers in my life. I've had a Corona and I've had a Heineken. I liked the Heineken more at first, but I think over time I started to like the Corona more. I've enjoyed Jack Daniels. It is still the only drink to ever make me vomit, because I totally drank too much on an empty stomach once. I wasn't really into the vodka. Honestly, I didn't really give it much of a chance. I am ethnically Russian, so I feel like it is my obligation to try vodka. Although it is Swedish vodka that's in the fridge. I just don't really drink much because I live with my mom, and I always have lived with my mom, and it's not that she doesn't drink ever. She'll drink if she's out with friends and stuff, but we just never really drink around the house because we're used to not having alcohol around the house because my dad, again, was an alcoholic. So we just wouldn't have alcohol around the house, and it's not that I'm not allowed to have alcohol around the house. I mean, I'm an adult and everything. I wouldn't get judged for it. I just kind of don't. I don't know. I don't really get cravings for alcohol that often. So this is the first drink I've had in almost a year. Either in the Corona yesterday. Drink responsibly, kids. Remember, don't become an alcoholic. It ruins your life and everyone's around you. Never drink and drive. But I can't drive because of my cerebral palsy, so it doesn't matter if I drink. Unless you, like, drink and stab. That's not good either. I mean, I guess at least if you're gonna stab people, if you're drunk, that's kind of an excuse, but it doesn't make it okay. Stabbing people, probably never okay. Probably. Let's go a higher level of mentor.
For the family.
Oh, we're super close to that final level of charisma on her.
Court sentencing has been changed.
Guy died when fell into a vat of chocolate. I don't even know what the chat is talking about anymore. Did you know that booze makes you drunk? Yes. I've actually only ever been drunk once. That was the time I threw up. I have a very high constitution for alcohol, despite only being, like, I'm massively underweight. I'm 6'10" and 120 pounds. My doctor says I should be about 170 pounds for my build. It's mostly just because I eat, like, 2 meals a day. Like, we're poor, so we ration food, so I don't, like, I'm underweight. I'm not 6'10", I'm 5'10". Did I say 6'10"? No, I'm 5'10". No, 6'10" is fucking enormous. That is Herculean. No, if I was 6'10", I probably should be over 200 pounds, not 170. I said 6'10"? No, I'm 5'10". No, I'm average height. Average male height in Canada is 6'10". I'm 6'10". Your uncle is 6'7"? Jesus, that's huge. I knew a guy back in high school that was 6'5", and at the time I was probably 5'8", 5'7", and he just towered over me. And his last name was Towers, which was the weird part. It's a constitutional miracle. But yeah, despite being underweight and not eating much, so you'd think I'd get drunk really fast, I don't get drunk very fast, and I bet you it's probably one of the side effects of Ehlers-Danlos. I'm resistant to a lot of drugs. Like opiates, like morphine, don't work properly on me. So whenever I've had like surgery in the past and had to be given morphine, the morphine wears off very, very quickly. It's a hereditary thing. I think alcohol might be one of the things I'm somewhat resistant to. Like last night, I hadn't drank in about... No, it was 2 nights ago. I hadn't drank in about a year. And I had quite a bit of Jack Daniels. I had a shot and a half of vodka, almost a full Corona, and I wasn't even tipsy. So, yeah. You knew a guy who was 6th grade, 6'7"? That is fucking insane.
The church tithe has been changed.
Wow, we made a profit by the end of the day. Largely through selling all that pirate grog. Let's smuggle some more. Pirate grog is a good moneymaker. Wow, Fatima almost had her windows blown out at the office. It's hailing so hard. Is it hailing out here too? She works in Toronto. I can't tell. My eyes aren't good enough. Yeah, I heard about some guy dying by tripping over his own beard. Topic starter. Hulk Hogan did more, not intentionally. He was in a leaked sex tape that he wasn't aware was being filmed. Gawker is so shitty. I hate Gawker. Don't get me wrong, I don't like Hulk Hogan. He's an asshole. He's been an asshole since the 80s. Like, we've known he's an asshole since the 80s. This whole racism thing is nothing new. But no one deserves to have a sex tape leaked of them against their will. That is horrible. It's just disgusting. He was filmed against his knowledge, and it was leaked against his will. That is horrible, reprehensible behavior. I'm happy that Gawker could die from this, because the court case he's taken, he's suing him for $100 million, and they've admitted they don't have $100 million. They have just over half of that. This is bankruptcy if it goes through, and it's looking like Hogan might win. So as much as I hate Hogan as a person, I'm pulling for him on this one. I want Gawker down. Sorry, I just got to respond to this text real quick to make sure everything's okay. There, just making sure everything's okay. Alright, let's get rid of all of that. I forgot that Novgorod is one of the courting houses in this game. Or the counting houses, rather. There's also Edinburgh, which is just levitating out on an island! Oh no, it's actually on a continent, okay. They also have Novgorod, which is a fucking island! That makes no sense! If I know... Wait, where is this? Let me look at the map. Nope, that's not at all how it's shaped. Yep. I believe that is completely inaccurate. Why not introduce your fiancé to... Well, first of all, fiancé with one E is male. So you called me gay, but I am apparently slightly gay according to the gayness scale. Why not introduce your fiancé to the community? She has been in a video or two. A long time ago. Did Gawker stop to think that they could be sued for every penny they had before giving the middle finger to Hogan? Probably not. They were also the ones who leaked the racist tirade thing, because it was a part of the sex tape that they never released before. So they literally held on to that as blackmail. That is how shitty Gawker is. Like, as if anyone needs any more reason to believe that Gawker is shit. So awful. Yeah, I'm not into the game Destiny. I got it for free with my PlayStation 4. It just came with it. And oh man, that game made me want to vomit. It has no field of view slider. So I'm super zoomed in, and every time I turn, like, it gives me motion sickness. Yeah, Gawker's awful. Awful, awful company. I tried to breathe in, and a drop of it was still in my mustache, and I inhaled it down my windpipe. A bit gay is okay. All of the gay is okay. There's nothing wrong with whatever your sexuality is. You can be anywhere on the spectrum and it's okay, as long as you get consent. Whatever you do is your business within the confines of your own bedroom. Do whatever crazy sex act you want, as long as it's consensual all the way around. I don't think politics should get into the bedroom. Make every kind of marriage legal. Make every kind of person-on-person consensual relationship legal, and leave it at that. Yeah, stop almost dying? I'll never stop almost dying. Maybe that's my prerogative. Did you see that flash of lightning? It's a hell of a storm out there right now. It's a hailstorm. Welcome to Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Everything hates you.
The sales tax has been changed.
I wouldn't even call Gawker a news site. Like, it's a gossip site. I'm hearing thunder now, too. I do have my computer hooked up to a surge protector, if anyone's wondering. However, my router is not. So there is a chance my router could get blown out. It's like $250 router. I actually own an industrial warehouse router entirely because I need really strong internet, and I don't use wired internet because my computer often doesn't end up being near where I could have wired internet because I need to have it wherever the lighting is the best, and unfortunately that's right here. That's how bad this one-room apartment is. Although, sometimes, by the way, sometimes when I say one-room apartment, people think I mean one-bedroom apartment, like a bedroom, a living room, and a bathroom. No, it's one room. It's one room and a bathroom with a very small hallway to the door to leave into the rest of the condo. Like, here's my desk, there's my bed, right next to it's my mom's bed, and then, like, right after that is the wall. Like, it takes me to get to the opposite ends of the entire unit are where I'm sitting to the front door. It would take me maybe 5 or 6 steps. And this is where I live. I usually don't leave the house or the unit for I don't leave the building essentially for a month at a time. It's because I never really need to leave. It sucks because I don't really get to work much. Yeah, I live like you do, but I also live with my mom and 2 cats, which makes it nearly impossible to record. I'm just incredibly lucky. Scooby and Millie have been sleeping almost this entire time. Usually Millie is incredibly loud. If you guys came to yesterday's stream, you know that Millie was vomiting on stream, and I had to take a vomit break for Millie.
For honor's sake.
That trial began.
Quiet in the court. Ha! The accused failed to turn up for the trial. She'll have her reasons, I'm sure.
Another fucking law case. Another waste of my time having to have someone run all the way back to Bergen. Jesus. Yep, vomit on my chair and I will kill you. Mah-Dry-Bread 2015. That was from a stream a few streams ago.
A new outlaw.
Good plan.
I'm gonna have one of them assigned to dance, since we can do that now. Dancing will temporarily raise the amount of people drinking. It's based off charisma, which means that because this guy has max charisma, I could actually have him dance. He would do quite a sexy dance. You're on 5% battery. Did you bring your charger? Good old fart sound effects. That's right, you can actually hook up to a potato and it'll charge very lightly, won't it? I don't know when my sex tape with anti-everything slurs is gonna leak. I don't know, whenever I try to sue Gawker. This is a viable tactic. Sue someone, knock them out, then get them outlawed and kill them without a problem. Actually, you know what? That probably works. That's a good tactic. Depressing that it works, but it does. Alright, now, I'm getting a lot of experience. I can max out my Constitution to 12 soon, because I have Constitutional Miracle level 1, and I also have... Or no, does that give me 2? I don't remember. I also have Ares sign. Normally 10 is your max, but if you have perks that increase it, or a birth sign that increases it, then that can go past the maximum. Yep, sex tapes make you famous. That's how I could get big on YouTube, sex tapes, instead of people just sharing my videos and me being a happy, nice guy who does good content. Sex tapes. Alright, we're at 12 Constitution, so he's going to live for a ridiculously long time. So far, he's 33 years old. We started with him at 19, or 18? I think 19. Don't have a charger. I'm outside in the cold with no outlet. Well, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream pretty soon, because it's almost 6:30. I need to eat something. I think it's about time to wrap up the stream. So, let's go over here. Smuggle some more grog. We're getting a good price on that, too. Put it back in stock to attract people to come into the bar and spend drinks. Spend money on drinks. Drinks aren't a currency. You just need to play Five Nights at Freddy's and scream like an idiot, then you can be the most famousest. No, only the big people get famous from Five Nights at Freddy's, because everyone's done it, so a lot of people just get drowned out doing it, you know? Plus, I think that Five Nights at Freddy's is a really cool game, and a cool game series. I'm just not that into it. It's not really my kind of game. You know, like, it's super cool, it's just not something that I personally enjoy playing. But we're having such a gay time. That's awesome. Alright, I'm rambling. I think we're about ready to end this stream, so I'm gonna do my outro here. God, that is glitched looking. Thank you, everybody, for coming to the to today's stream. If you're watching this recorded over on YouTube, check out the description to find my Hitbox page where you can catch it live next time, participate in the chat. And if you're watching this live and you're new to me, check out the links in the description at the very bottom of the Hitbox description to find my YouTube channel, where we're doing a video a day for over 4 years now. You can find all kinds of stuff like my tutorials on the Guild 2, my Payday 2 101 series where I teach people high-level Death Wish play on Payday 2, as well as playthroughs on all different kinds of games of all different genres. And if you're following me on either one and you want to support me in what I do, check out my Patreon page in the description where you can donate to me whatever amount you want per month and get rewards in return, such as $5 or more will get you a whitelisting on the Minecraft server, the Minecraft community server, which is super cool. So thank you everybody for coming, and until next time, have a nice day.